This is a two-part fic titled You've Got Me on Your Side and I'm Fine, both written by briswriting on Tumblr. You've got me on your side. These 6 little words used to make your heart flutter every time Kirishima said them to you as the two of you fought side by side on the training field. As the days went by, the meaning of the words no longer seemed to make you swoon, but rather made you frustrated. Maybe it was the way it came out of his mouth so casually, or maybe it was the way he said it to you as if he only saw you as a friend. Kirishima, on the other hand, always said these words to you because he didn't know how else to express his feelings for you. He made it his way of saying, "I like you," without actually saying those 3 words straight to your face. He hoped that maybe, one day, you would understand the true meaning behind his words. What he wasn't expecting, as the two of you hung out in his room, was you questioning the phrase he had gotten so used to saying whenever you were around. "Hey, Kiri, can I ask you a question?" You're sitting on his bed, fiddling with the corners of one of his pillows that you had placed in your lap. "I mean, you just did, but sure," he snarks back, grinning at you from his desk with a smile full of sharp teeth. Rolling your eyes at his lame joke, you grab the pillow and quickly chuck it at him, hitting him square in the chest as he lets out a whine of protest. "Why do you always say you've got me on your side?" Your question caused his breath to hitch in his throat, his mind trying to quickly come up with something to say without exposing his massive crush on you. "I mean exactly what I'm saying. I'll always be on your side, listener. You're one of my closest friends." Kirishima is quiet while watching you process his words, hoping that he said the right thing to the question that made his mind and heart race. Maybe saying friend was a bad idea, he thinks, but it's not like she reciprocates my feelings. Friend. The word caused your heart to drop into your stomach. Of course he didn't feel the same way. He would only ever see you as a friend and nothing else. "Thanks, Kiri. You've got me on your side too," you whisper, forcing yourself to give him a quick smile, hoping he didn't notice the quiver in your voice and the tremble in your smile. Hearing those words come out of your mouth made his heart burst. Too busy trying to keep himself from being too overjoyed in front of you, he didn't notice the forced smile in your glistening eyes. Since that night in Kirishima's room, you started to avoid him, seeming to go unnoticed by the boy whose heart was still full from the 6 little words you told him back that night. Your odd behavior didn't go unnoticed by many of your friends, though, making them ask you what happened as you brushed off their concerned looks. The word friend coming out of Kirishima's mouth as he referred to how he felt about you still seemed to haunt your mind. Or maybe you were overthinking the situation. You had hoped that the words, "You've got me on your side," held another meaning when he told them to you every day, and maybe that's why you asked him what he meant behind his words that fateful night. Your heart was hoping that he would reveal a secret crush on you so that you could finally unveil the hidden feelings you had for him. But that's not how life works, and you were dreaming of an impossible situation to happen because Kirishima Eijirou didn't seem to see you as anything more than a friend. Unbeknownst to you, Kirishima had noticed your odd behavior, wondering what he did wrong as you started making excuses to cancel plans with him. You had even gone out of your way to switch your training partner so you wouldn't be near him. Thinking back on the conversations the two of you had before your sudden change in behavior, he couldn't think of anything out of the ordinary. Had he done or said something wrong? That's when he remembered the conversation the two of you had in his room that night. His heart was beating in his chest as he remembered calling you his friend so that he wouldn't reveal the romantic feelings he had for you. His mind whirled at the thought that maybe you were upset that he called you his friend, that perhaps you did like him back and were disappointed with the response he gave you. As the weekend rolled around, it got harder to steer clear of Kirishima. You missed the smile as he sent your way, missed the feeling of his arms wrapped around you as he hugged you, and you even missed those stupid 6 words. You missed being around him, but you couldn't stand the ache in your chest every time you thought back to the word friend coming out of his mouth. You could tell that he knew something was making you upset. He was trying his best to get the two of you alone, and you still left him hanging, making sure that you found an excuse to leave the room if the two of you were alone. You knew your strange behavior was upsetting him. You saw how the smile on his face fell when you brushed past him, the way his shoulders sagged when you didn't sit next to him like usual, the way the twinkle in his eyes were no longer there. You opted to stay in your room for most of the weekend, only leaving to get food and water, hoping that you wouldn't run into the redhead as you ventured away from the safety of the four walls behind your closed door. It was the middle of the night when Kirishima finally confronted you. You had gone downstairs to refill your water bottle, and upon entering the kitchen, you had immediately stopped in your place upon seeing Kirishima sitting at the counter. Hearing someone enter the kitchen, he had looked up to greet them and had instantly locked his red eyes with yours, the two of you frozen in your spots on opposite sides of the kitchen. "You're up late. You okay?" He spoke, breaking the awkward silence that filled the kitchen upon your entrance. "I'm fine." "Then why have you been avoiding me?" "No, I haven't. You know, you're terrible at lying, especially when you're lying to me." The smirk on his face made your heart beat a little faster than it should be. Rolling your eyes at his words, you turned around to leave the kitchen with a still empty water bottle. As you were about to leave the entryway of the kitchen, you felt something grab your wrist, causing you to jump and accidentally drop the bottle to the floor with a loud thunk. Before you know it, you're trapped between the kitchen wall and Kirishima's body, his arms on either side of your head, making sure you had no way to escape him again. "You gonna tell me what I did wrong? It hurts that you keep trying to run away from me," he whispers, his face extremely close to yours, causing your breath to get caught in your throat. "You didn't do anything wrong, Kiri," you whisper back, heart beating even faster at how close he was to you. "Then why have you been avoiding me?" "The only reason I can come up with is because I called you friend the other night." Your eyes widened at his words and your mind can't seem to find anything to say. "But that's crazy, right? Because why would you ever reciprocate the romantic feelings I have towards you?" The words of the last sentence is what makes your brain go haywire. He has romantic feelings for you? He likes you back? As these thoughts rush through your head, Kirishima is still rambling in front of you, letting out all the pent-up emotions he was holding back while you were avoiding him. Reaching up, you cup his face in your hands to stop his rambling. "Kiri, I need you to stop talking for a quick second because I like you too, you dork." You do?" He moves his arms to wrap around your waist as you nod your head in confirmation. "So, you wouldn't be mad if I did this?" He pulls you closer as he leans down to capture your lips in a sweet kiss, your arms wrapping around his neck to hold him close. As the two of you pull apart, you press a quick kiss to the tip of his nose. "I would be mad if you didn't continue to do that," you say with a smile, the water bottle on the ground long forgotten as the two of you exchange loving kisses and words. Okay, for the record, this is really cute. You're trapped between the kitchen wall and Kirishima's body. Oh shit. Damn! Your arms wrapping around his neck to hold him close. Ooh. Okay. He pulls you closer as he leans down to capture your lips in a sweet kiss. The water bottle on the ground long forgotten as the two of you exchange loving kisses and words. The water bottle is a big mood. Well, it might be the whiskey talking, might be the wine, but I think that I found someone I could settle down with. All my life I've been running for my life, only darkness till you came around. Now I've been found.